I know you're out there, passionate cook who would love to have their own business and get paid for cooking, but you haven't started your personal chef business yet. Either you're watching my videos and doing a lot of thinking and daydreaming and maybe even planning, but you're not taking action. So I'm here to help you with that today. Hey there, Chef Shelley here. I've had a successful personal chef business for over 15 years, and when I'm not cooking for my clients, I help passionate cooks just like you start your own personal chef business so that you can get paid to do what you love, cook. So let's start with the first idea. How long have you been thinking about starting your personal chef business? If you've decided you want to, but you still haven't started yet, let's figure out why. Here are some of the common things I hear, and maybe one of these will resonate with you. Number one, it's not the right time. So let's hit that one first. If you're pregnant and you're having a baby next week and you know you can't work for the next 3 months, I got you. Now is not the right time. If you're in the middle of a cross country move that's going to take a while, okay, maybe that's not the best time. If you have walking pneumonia or mono or long COVID or something else really debilitating that'll be resolved later, then sure. Now, honestly, I would argue that any of these you could still be moving forward with your business, even if you're not actively taking on clients. But the bottom line on circumstances like those is that you know yourself better than anyone. So you need to get real honest. If you're in something like that and you're putting the personal chef business on the back burner to get started later, fine. But if that's happening because you're just using what's going on as an excuse, then be honest with yourself. Are you making time for 1,000 other things like sitting on the couch every night, watching whatever the hot show du jour is, but you just don't have time right now to get your personal chef business started? Now, if that's the case, get honest with yourself, right? And look, I'm not going to tell you to get off the couch and work on your business. I am not a drill sergeant. And more importantly, I can't want this more for you than you want it for yourself. And there is a fair amount of entrepreneuring that is a lot less fun, to be honest, than binging your favorite show. But just think about that if it sounds familiar. If your answer to why this is not the right time is something like, ooh, it's summer. Oh, it's fall. Oh, it's winter. Oh, it's spring, and that's not a good time to start a business. Maybe after school starts, after the holidays, after some random time, that'll be the perfect time to start. And that always keeps getting pushed out. Not only is that not a good reason, it is not true. There is no better time to start this personal chef business than today, right now. Okay, maybe before today, if you've heard that saying, the best time to start was yesterday, the next best time is now. While you're waiting for the perfect time, which by the way doesn't exist, there is a successful personal chef out there who's making a lot of money, besides me even. So, what about this excuse? Oh, I don't have the money to start my personal chef business. What about the money excuse? This honestly is a classic. I can't tell you how many times people have said, but chef, I just don't have the money to start this business. I need to apply for a loan or a grant or wait until payday or I save up. And I'm not really sure where this comes from because one of the best things about a personal chef business, right after getting paid to do what you love more than anything else in the world, cook, which is obviously the best thing, is that there is like zero overhead. You don't have inventory, you don't have payroll and staff, you don't have a building lease, you don't have a commercial kitchen. It's just you, your knives and kitchen gear, same things you're using every day, right? And you're just cooking for someone who's paying you. So, what is it that you think you need all this money for? Be real honest with yourself here because I can show you plenty of scrappy cooks who didn't waste time thinking up BS they wanted to spend money on and instead focused on the most important thing cooking and telling people that they will cook for them? Are you cooking for yourself like you would a client? Are you building your recipe library? Have you decided what services you want to offer? Do you know your pricing? If you haven't done that, you have no business spending money on anything if money is that tight. And everybody, did you hear that nugget I just dropped there? The most important thing is telling people that you cook for money. Now, I know there's about a billion better ways to say that to someone. I'm just being super clear here so that you don't miss it. You don't need a website to cook for people. You don't need a chef's coat, a clever business name, the latest kitchen gadget. You don't need a commercial kitchen or a delivery fan or a big pile of catering crap. You need to be able to cook well. Big hint, do other people love your food? And you need to be able to tell people to hire you to cook for them. To do that, you need to cook for yourself like you would a client. Get good, build your recipe library, decide on your services, and pick your pricing. And that doesn't take months or even weeks. I run a workshop where we get all that decided in 1 hour, and then there's nothing stopping you except for you because the clients are out there and they're hungry for what you're cooking. So if you want my help with that, you can get my free guide right down below on how to do weekly meal prep for clients. Start getting your practice in, and you'll get my offer for my next workshop when it's coming up, and we can get all those decisions made in 1 hour.